With Bentonville, Fayetteville, and Northwest Arkansas continuing to get national attention, there are some very interesting real estate trends we need to be aware of for these next 2 to 3 years that might change Northwest Arkansas drastically. And today, we're talking about them. So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody! If you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, horrible state, also known as Illinois, the worst, and I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America, but I chose right here in Northwest Arkansas. By far the best place to live in America. By far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, let me know, call me, email me, let's meet up for coffee and talk about why I chose here versus anywhere else in America. Without further ado, let's jump right into the content. All right, and the first real estate trend we need to be aware of that's happening in Northwest Arkansas is the fact that more things, more houses, more, I would consider multifamily, all those different things are being built on trail systems. Now, the reason this is happening is in the last probably 5 years, a lot of requirements have been established, whether it's in Fayetteville or Springdale or Rogers or Bentonville. The fact that if you do build on, not highways, but kind of major streets, it's going to be required for you to definitely make pathways wider, actual like walkways wider, and actually built pathways next to a lot of the new systems being established. And I know that's kind of a handshake between the city and developers, but it's just kind of becoming what it is. Now, Fayetteville really led this charge about 10, 15 years ago, kind of becoming more of a bike city area. They're always continuing to rake up in like bike friendliness so that you can bike to all different locations in Fayetteville, whether it's restaurants or work or home, whatever the case is. And then Bentonville definitely followed suit and is trying to make it a more internet connected city. Now, they did a really good job with mountain biking. That's obviously well established there. But one thing that Bentonville is kind of catching up with / developing is just areas to get out of your house, whether it's a condo or townhouse or a multifamily or a single family, be able to get in your bike and make it into town on your bike. And kind of the rationale reasoning behind this is because Northwest Arkansas really will never and has no intention of building a robust public transportation system. I never foresee a fast monorail being established here. I never foresee and it's never been talked about, a established bus transit system here. The roads aren't being built to hold those whatsoever. And so to combat this, to combat kind of public transportation is two things. They're building locations and building things and requiring builders to make trail systems attached to major areas. And then secondly is Bentonville, for instance, like Walmart gave a couple $1 million to Bentonville to give grants so that people can afford bikes in Bentonville. So there's always creative, crafty, different ways of going about this. This is the way that Bentonville is doing it. Fayetteville is requiring businesses to do these things. So every city has their different thing. So regardless, overall Northwest Arkansas, if you build in Northwest Arkansas, there's a good chance the next real estate trend is just making sure that your building, whether it's any sort of living facility, there has to be a trail system nearby. And the second real estate trend that's happening in Northwest Arkansas, and you've probably already been aware of this, but I want you to bring attention to everything, is that there will be more smaller square footage homes / multifamily / townhouses / condos being established. Now, what's happening is that a lot of the cities need to be able to house more people, or Northwest Arkansas is just going to be basically a sprawling area, and that wants to be avoided at all costs. So what's happening is that there's less single family homes being built. That's just going to happen regardless, or they're going to be way farther out. But a lot of cities like Fayetteville, Bentonville, even Springdale, Rogers, all the major players of the area, they want to have more townhouse, condo things established. The reason that hasn't been done before is because A, there hasn't been a demand for it, and that is changing. The second thing is that there really wasn't zoning / laws established of what this looks like. There's not many townhouses or condos in the area, that's for sure, and that will be changing. And the reason being is because not everyone moving here wants to even have grass. Not everyone moving here wants to have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. A lot of people that are moving from other areas of America want just to have a townhouse or a condo. They want to be able to get up, put their dog outside for a little bit, walk their dog, walk their cat, maybe walk their goose if you're in some strange area. I've seen that before. Walk their pet and work with their family, live with their family, and then really just live. Have like a single car garage or maybe just a carport. And that's what makes this area unique is that you kind of, if you come from Minnesota, you definitely need a garage. If you come from Texas, you might need a garage because it's incredibly hot down there. Here in Northwest Arkansas, you can kind of eliminate some of those things because it's kind of very mid-weather, mid-temperate area. So regardless, a lot of people are willing to let go of some of those standard things that you want because you don't necessarily want to always mow your grass every single weekend. Anyways, I digress. Long story short, the cities are also encouraging developers to go this direction versus more single family homes. So you're going to see more incentives, more ease of building, less red tape. You get the picture, aka politics, when it comes to these things, because they want to incentivize builders to build more townhouses, condos, multifamily, smaller square footage homes versus continually having to build single family homes. So that is definitely in the mix now and for the next couple of years for sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Before I jump on to the next point, I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is, I have 3-day itineraries for you. So it goes city by city, day by day, thing by thing, so you know exactly what to do when you are in Northwest Arkansas. All those links are below. Go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. And maybe you are looking to move down here and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Let me know all information below. I'll make sure to get that notification set up for you right away so you don't miss a single home hitting the market, both for rentals and also for homes for sale. And if you really want to know what's going on in Northwest Arkansas, every single Friday I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. Maybe you want to know what's going on in downtown Bentonville. When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What's going on in downtown Rogers? What music is coming here? What's going on at the Walmart Amphitheater? What new businesses are moving here? There are so many things going on all the time in Northwest Arkansas. Enter your name below, enter your email below, and make sure you get that email every single Friday. But I need you to be aware. I need you to be just heads up. You will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third real estate trend happening in Northwest Arkansas is actually kind of a strange one, but it's definitely experimental, is the fact that they're doing more communal living spaces. Now let me walk you here. I don't mean communal living like hostel kind of situation, like the things you go rent out like a room. What I mean by that is they're sharing more like building apartment complexes or condos or townhouses and sharing living spaces together. Outdoor spaces, pickleball courts, swimming pools, or working spaces, workout spaces. And that's been common in other major cities, but it's becoming more common here. What I mean by that is that if you want to incentivize people moving here that don't necessarily need all those, the big yards, so to speak, sometimes people want to have a pool, but they don't want to pay for a pool. They don't want to pay to build their own pool. Sometimes they want a workout center, but they don't necessarily want to go to the most expensive place. They'd rather just have simple workout centers there. And also maybe they want to, enjoy a movie time and they can rent that out and they can rent out the TV. Whatever the case is, these are becoming more common in the area. Like Lowell has an experimental one coming up here pretty soon. There's like 140 different kind of like townhouse condos, but they're owned by the same company, so they're not being sold individually, being established there. Rogers is doing something like that. Bentonville hasn't done anything quite like that yet. They kind of have some dabbling in like the bricks and some other ones being established on Walton Boulevard. They're kind of communal, but not quite yet. But it'd be interesting to see what new big investors come into the area to start doing these things. Rogers has something going on right now over in Pinnacle Heights area, where it's gonna be more communal living, and they are sold as individual places, but with more coffee shops in that area being established on there. So the area is diversifying. It's changing in a way of like having people have amenities very nearby versus driving farther. So that's becoming more common, hence the communal living, kind of shared pools, shared recreation centers, shared that nature, rather than everyone have their single individual thing, because honestly, a lot of times people that are moving here don't use those things all the time. So that is something to be aware of, as those communal living spaces are being established here. And the fourth and final real estate trend you definitely need to be aware of happening in Northwest Arkansas is that prices, they're still going up. The average between city to city, and it varies a little bit, is from honestly 5 to 7, sometimes 8% jump from last year. Now, in 2020, they said it's going to stop in 2021. In 2021, they said it's going to stop in 2022. In 2022, they said it's going to stop in 2023. In 2023, they said it's going to stop in 2024. Do you see a trend here? Do you see a trend? So my prediction is that they're going to go up even more, like around still 5, 7, 8% this year again. The reason being is because there's no indicators of slowing down whatsoever. We have the Olympic mountain biking team training here. We have Alice Walton School of Medicine being opening up next year. Walton, we have Walmart headquarters being starting to phase open in next year. We have Crystal Bridges being established. Another whole section is being opened in 2025, 2026. We have more medical centers being established. We have more improvements to the children's hospitals. We have more school systems in Bentonville being established, in Rogers. We have more housing being developed. We have more trail systems. We have more jobs. We have more businesses. So when it comes to the economic flywheel of Northwest Arkansas, there will be more people moving here because the area is just cool to live in. There's more things to do. There's more trail systems. There's more outdoor recreation. The weather is great. So when it comes to the economic flywheel of the area, when it comes to like more jobs, more things to do, more families, more schools, it just keeps going round and round, which means that prices will increase because the area demands it. And so just be aware that you might be sitting there right now like waiting for prices to flatline or decrease. So just heads up there, when you are thinking about moving to the area, just know that I would buy sooner than later because it seems like the increase of pricing isn't going to flatline anytime soon. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds like what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, city by city, all about the school system, all about the healthcare system, all about every single city, population, all the data you want to know about every single thing about Northwest Arkansas comes right in a package. Plus it comes with stickers, plus it comes with postcards, plus it comes with all sorts of cool things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Literally a starter pack box shipped right to your home, literally right to your home. Enter your name below, enter your address below. Where am I shipping this package to? Enter all the information below. Make sure you get the package shipped to you right away. Also, a little bit of heads up, a little bit of side note. It does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It'll be my favorite for F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure you get the package shipped to you right away. Also, when you do come down here, let me know. I'll give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some home for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.